My friend, welcome to this little training that I have created for you. So if you're on this page right now, is because you're looking to learn more about indestructible men and what this warrior method actually is, what it entails, and what kind of results you will get from using the warrior method. And what kind of results the men that we work with, the hundreds of men that you will see on this page below. We have a few case studies on this page. We have a few photographs, testimonials from clients, and we have hundreds of case studies and testimonials just like the ones that you see on this page today. So I'm going to, in this little training here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover what the warrior method is, how it works, and how we get such life-changing results for men. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Christian Janozzi. I am the founder and the creator of Indestructible Men. Now, Indestructible Men is a company that has partnered with the Warriors Method, the Warriors Way, the Warriors Way and the Warrior app that we bring here into Indestructible Men to fast track and accelerate our client results. Now, when I speak to a lot of people, right? I've spoken to a lot of men, right? I've been in this business for over 10 years, okay? I've worked with many men who are in business, right? Men who are in careers, successful careers, people who are growing their businesses. I've worked with successful entrepreneurs, right? All of these men who came to me for the support and for the help all had some similar problems in common. Okay, so men who had struggled and battled with their weight, okay, were struggling to find the motivation or the ability to transform their bodies, right? The ability to manage their nutrition, right? The ability to switch off from their business, right? Men who were struggling to consistently show up across all these different areas of their life, right? As you know yourself, I've been there as well, right? Now, it's hard to focus on all these different things, right? We want to transform our bodies, right? We want to look good. We want to feel good. We want to have energy. We want to have motivation. We want to have drive. We want to feel good about ourselves, right? We want to be disciplined, right? We want to have great habits in life. We also want, right, to feel mentally strong, right? To feel mentally strong, to have the self-belief, to have that confidence, right? We want to have great relationships, right? With our women, right? In marriage, we want to have good connection with our children, right? We want to have a good relationship with our team, with our clients. We want to have a good relationship with our prospects, right? With our friends, family, etc. We also want to be driven and focused on business, right? We want to strive to become better. Now, the challenge is, how are you supposed to do all of this? How are you supposed to keep all these domains rising and getting better and improving across all these domains without any of the wheels coming off? This is the challenge, right? For many men, for most men, they have to sacrifice all of these things. They have to sacrifice their health and fitness, or they think that they have to sacrifice themselves because they don't have the system that I'm about to show you. They have to sacrifice their body and their health and their habits. They have to sacrifice quality time and connection with their wives and kids. Right? So it's like you have to bring in the money, right? Like you need to feed your children. You have to like people to look after, right? You need to focus on the financial side of things, on growing your business, building your business, making sure that you're making enough money. But often at the expense of everything else, right? And you go home to your wife and kids and you're feeling stressed, right? You're unable to switch off. You've got these emotions and things coming up, and you're unsure how to process all of this. So often you go home, you don't have the energy because you're not taking care of your health as consistent as you would like to. You're not making the choices that you want to be making. So you go home, you're feeling tired, you're feeling stressed. You're under pressure. And your mind is like constantly thinking about work and work and work and this and how you're going to make enough money. So you find yourself in the place where you're unable to like really switch off, like take the business and the work hat off when you go home and actually be there with the family and present and communicate, talk. And you have all this stuff inside of you built up that you're unsure how to deal with it. Sometimes you get snappy around the kids. Sometimes you feel guilty because you don't have the time or the energy that you would like to give them, that they deserve from you. So you find yourself getting pissed off at yourself, pissed off at life, pissed off at other people, because you're not being the man that you want to be, that you know you can be. It's like, how am I supposed to balance all of this, this, and this? How am I supposed to keep consistently doing this? So most men like you and I, we go into this one-dimensional route. It's like the priority, I have to put food in my children's mouth. I have to provide. I have to do all this. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on the business. I'm just going to focus on my career, thinking that this and this will take care of itself. But then you're finding that it's all linked together, right? If you're not taking care of your body, you struggle with energy and focus and confidence. And if you struggle with that, then you're also finding that there's imbalance inside of the relationships with your family, because you're not feeling good about yourself. And that comes into the business, into your career. It's the way you show up in front of people and the way you operate on a daily basis. It's all interlinked, right? If my body I'm not putting the right fuel inside my body, if I'm not taking care of my health, and if I'm not taking care of my body, this vessel that was given to me, like I can't achieve anything. I can't achieve my goals in life if my body won't support me. The stresses from the business come into our home, into our relationships. And that puts stress on our relationships. The stress and the tension built up inside of our relationships at home, we bring that to work as well. So you bring this to your business, you bring this to your work, and you struggle to concentrate and to focus. So you're always feeling overwhelmed, right? It's like this feeling of overwhelm, like I don't know how to deal with all of this. I've got all of this stuff on my shoulders. How am I supposed to do everything? And you end up with like, I can't do it. So you go home, you drink. Maybe you do other stuff, right? Maybe you're drugs or using food, or maybe it's porn. But there's something that you are using to help you deal and process your emotion, to deal with your emotions and feelings that you have that you don't know how to process. So this is why, right? Maybe you've been on diets and exercise programs in the past, right? And I hear men say all the time, I know what to do, but I just can't seem to do it. I can't find the time. I don't have the energy to do it all. It's too much for me. So they give up. All of a sudden they give up, and all they're doing is trying. They just try their best, but their best they know is just not good enough, because like, what life is there, right? Is there really life without your physical health and physical fitness? Is there really life? Is there any point in having this big business, successful business, building this empire, if my relationships at home aren't the way I would like them to be? If there's friction at home, if we're not communicating right, if there's arguments. And what does that lead to? It leads you as a man to that place of not feeling good enough, not feeling happy, not feeling fulfilled. So this is what Indestructible Men and the warrior method is. It's about you having it all. Having it all. We have this system that we've plugged into hundreds of men's lives. Thousands. This warrior method has helped over 55,000 men across the globe. The warrior method has helped and touched countless lives. And this is what I want to show you. This is what I want to bring to you in your life. I want to show you a system that works. A system that we've built and proven time and time again that works to help you achieve the kind of level of results that you want to achieve. Results in business, results in your relationships with your wife and your children, your family, results in your being, your mindset, spiritual connection to God or higher power, connection to your purpose, and your body. You can have it all. I'm going to show you this way of operating as a man where you can have it all. You've been taught and trained. It's like, no, you can't have it all. Right? You've been taught and trained to believe that actually, like, you can either have the body, but you can't have the relationships and the business that you want. Or you can either have the business, you can't, if you want, you can't have it all, you can only have one thing. But that leaves you feeling trapped. Because you're searching for this feeling of being free and happy and fulfilled. But that's only going to come when everything, all these domains, these 4 domains that I'm here to show you and teach you about, these 4 domains are what is needed for you to be that man, to feel truly fulfilled. Imagine waking up each day knowing that everything you're doing, all the things that are most important to you, focusing, always striving and improving, things getting better, getting these incredible results across all these 4 domains: your business, your being, your body, and your relationships. Everything aligned and interconnected. This fulfillment across the 4 domains. Imagine what kind of man you will be. Imagine what kind of man you will be. You'll be turbocharged with energy and confidence. You'll be a leader for your family, a leader in your business, a leader at home. Because you are also leading yourself. You're leading yourself. You're taking care of everything. And that is a very powerful man, right? Because people look at you and they say, this guy's got it. This guy has it. What is he doing? Like, people will be turning heads. It's like, how the hell is he doing this? He's got this business, right? He's building, like, he's operating this way in his business. He's growing and building his business. He's transforming his body. His mindset is powerful. He's confident. He's energized. His relationships are on fire. His kids look up to him with respect. They look at him like as his hero. How is he doing all of this? And the answer to that is the warrior method. I get it. You've either tried to do this on your own in the past. Look, no one can do this alone. Nobody can do this alone. Or maybe you've tried lots of things. You've tried therapists, you've tried coaches, you've tried programs, you've tried diets and exercise things and videos and gym memberships and whatever else. Like, we have men who've come to me after years and years of attempts and failed attempts, but they didn't give up. And what we've discovered is because most of the stuff out there deals with the surface level stuff. So it's like, oh, you just need to exercise, or you need a morning routine in place, or you just need to do it kind of mentality. That doesn't help anyone, right? That doesn't help anyone. So I'm going to show you this model, right? Thoughts, feelings, decisions, action, results. Thoughts, feelings, decisions, action, results. This is a process of results. Like, you are known by your results. Results in business, results in your relationships, results in your being, results in your body. Results do not lie. It shows what you have been committed to. Your results tell you what you have been committed to. So if you're out of shape physically, it shows you that you've not been committed to yourself. You've not been committed to your body. If your relationship is not working, it shows you that you have not been committed to that relationship. If your business is struggling, it shows you that you've not been committed to your business. And the opposite is also true. If your business is thriving, it's because you've been committed to growing your business. If your body is physically fit and powerful and it supports you in your life ambitions, if your body is a weapon to you, it's because you've been committed to sharpening yourself, to keeping your body sharpened. If your relationship is great, right? Your connection is great, your communication is great, your sex life is great. If your connection with your kids is amazing, you have this amazing connection and bond. This is the fruit, the results that shows what you have been committed to. So at the end of the day is commitment, right? Most of the stuff that you've seen out there, you've tried to do, right? Let's say that, okay, like you sign up for a gym membership. Let's say, I'm going to use exercise as an example, right? You sign up for a gym membership, right? All of a sudden, right, you're going to be taking action. But what you find is you have to consistently go to the gym in order to continue producing results. It's not something that you go for a little bit, you have the results, and then you get to keep those results. Because the moment you stop, guess what happens? You go straight back to where you were before. So it's something you have to consistently do. There's always going to be a commitment in that area for you to continue to make progress. And it's ongoing for the rest of your life. The moment you stop making progress. Very simple. Now, a lot of people say, you know what, it's easy, right? I just need to do it. Like, I know what to do. I just need to do it. It's not a case of knowing what to do. Everybody, like, yes, okay, right? We all know what to do. This is something I used to do myself. I used to beat myself up for it. I used to be like, I know what I need to do, but I'm just not doing it. Why am I not doing it? And I used to beat myself up around the head for this. I used to feel shit about myself because I thought I knew what to do, but I just wasn't doing it. And I thought it was that simple. So I was trying to start at the action bit of the 5-step process. Remember, thoughts, feelings, decisions, action, results. I was trying to start at the action bit. I thought the action bit was a problem, right? That I knew what to do, I just wasn't taking action. Right? And you'll see this in, like in the industry, right? Like here's a diet plan, go to the gym, just do this, and here's a morning routine, or here's an exercise program, or here's a system for your business, right? That starts at you need to take action. But what it's not dealing with is the other 3 things beneath the action. So before an action comes a decision. Before a decision, there is a feeling. Before a feeling, there is a thought. And I'll give you an example here, a real example of one of my clients, right? One of my clients, and he was doing great during the week. And at the weekend, right, he would go and have a drink with some of his friends at the pub. Monday morning, he would wake up, feel guilty for this. So we start with that feeling of guilt. With that feeling of guilt inside of him, he didn't have the capacity or the ability to switch and go into action taker mode or to feel inspired. It was like, oh, I've just wasted myself. I'm wasting my life, right? I just can't do it. And he carried this on, and it was like this weight on his shoulder. Each week he would add to that guilt, add to that guilt, add to that guilt. So as a result of this, he's just a ticking bomb. And guess what that's going to lead to with that guilt? It's going to lead to poor decisions. So with the warrior method and Indestructible Men, what we do is we help men deal with their feelings, deal with their thoughts and feelings. Because this is the under driver of your results. So we show them a method that allows them to deal with that guilt, to process that guilt, to change his feelings, his internal body chemistry, to feel good about himself, and not just through exercise, but also changing perception of who he thinks he is, the way he sees himself. When that changes, his decisions changed. With his decisions changing, his actions changed. With his actions changing, his results changed. Now, I'm not saying now he doesn't go out and have a drink. He still goes out, but his relationship with himself is better. His relationship with food is better. His relationship with the way he sees himself has improved. He's able to deal and process the guilt. He's able to see himself differently. He's created a new identity. And this is what it comes down to, is identity. The big problem is who you see yourself as. So once again, using exercise and the gym as an example here. I remember years back, I started going to the gym. I was doing really well. But I just remember I would give up and I wasn't consistent. Like the most I would go was like 5, 6 weeks. And I remember there was this battle of identity. And inside of my head would be like, oh, who am I kidding? Like, I'm not an exercise guy. I'm not a gym guy. I don't like the gym. So eventually I would always stop going because I didn't believe that I was this person that goes to the gym. So I was like using willpower to force myself to go to the gym. But underneath, I always had this narrative, this story, this identity of myself that I had created, that I wasn't a gym going guy. So eventually I would give up and go back to old habits. And it wasn't until I was introduced to this system of dealing and processing your thoughts, dealing with your thoughts and emotions and feelings, that I realized I can actually change the way I see myself, my perception of myself. The way I perceive myself changes. And that's what long-term change requires. It requires you to see yourself differently. It requires you to see yourself differently. And this transitions across all areas of your life. In your relationship with your kids and wife, right? You might think, right, you know what, you might have created this identity of like, I'm this moody, grumpy, disconnected guy who doesn't spend time, has no energy to be with the kids. So obviously you become that person because that's who you believe you are. But by shifting our perspective, we can see ourselves differently, which, and as a result, deals and changes the behavior. Maybe it's in business, right? Maybe it's in your business, right? You don't see yourself. You have this underlying story, this narrative about yourself. People don't want to see you. People don't want to hear about what you have to say. So as a result, you don't take the action necessary. You don't put yourself out there. Or maybe it's your relationship with money. Whatever it is, right? And this is where Indestructible Men comes in. We deal with real life problems. We don't give you a diet plan. We don't give you a little system to follow, but we give you a system built for you that is structured around your life for you to create the results that you want to create in your life, working on your perspective. So there's there's 4 principles to the warrior method. And these are the 4 P's that we have here. Principle number 1 is power. Principle number 2 is perspective. Principle number 3 is production. Principle number 4 is profits. So principle 1, power. So each day you have a choice. You can put yourself in power. You can feel empowered, or you can be disempowered. Now, this is a decision, a choice that you have to make on a daily basis. So we have this system here at Indestructible Men where men wake up and they make that decision. How am I going to feel today? But to feel empowered, there are specific steps and actions that you have to take. So step number 1, power. We create power. Okay? We create power through the body, physically. So for example, right? We do some exercise, we sweat, we get our body moving. All of a sudden, I'm starting to feel good. Okay? Another example, right? We do some journaling or we meditate. 5 minutes. All of a sudden, I've created space in my head, right? I'm connected to myself. We send a text message to one of our children, or we say something to our wife, or send a text or a video. We show them that we make them feel loved. We put deposits in their emotional bank account. And we do this daily. And it takes 1 minute. This creates and helps build a solid relationship. Solid relationships with our wives and with our children. We are taking the lead. We're taking the initiative here. We're not waiting for anyone. In business, right? In business, we should always be striving to get better. Better at the way we communicate our message, right? Understanding, learning more about money, marketing, all of that stuff. We should always be striving to improve and get better day in, day out. So this is why we have this system here in Indestructible Men that works across these 4 domains. So every day you're getting that 1% better. You're rising across these 4 domains. Things are always improving. Imagine doing this for 90 days. Imagine doing this for 90 days. Your life will become unrecognizable. Your relationships will be unrecognizable. The way you see yourself and talk to yourself will be unrecognizable. The way your body looks and performs will be unrecognizable. The way you operate in your business will be unrecognizable. You will become elite. And this is just in a space of 90 days that we do this. Just in the space of 90 days. And it's by working on these small the step-by-step process, small actions repeated day in, day out. But of course, this first principle of power, as we've already discussed, has an expiry date. Because without working on your perception or your mindset, okay, without working on the thoughts and the feelings beneath the actions, what's going to happen? You'll give up. You won't do it consistently. Because the way you see yourself right now is why you are where you are right now. Like, your life is a result of what you've been committed to. And what you've been committed to is linked to your stories, your thoughts, your feelings. Your identity, who you see yourself as, the way you see yourself, what you think about yourself. I've already given you the story of me in the gym, where I would constantly give up. Willpower has an expiry date. It runs out. And guess what? If something requires willpower, not only are you doing something you hate, but also it's because you don't really believe that you are that person. You still doubt yourself. You don't have the confidence. Your story, your underlying story, doesn't match this person that you're trying to become. So this is like the work beneath the hood that we do to get you to that place where, like, how am I and the men I have helped, how are they in that place right now where they are consistently executing exercise? They've transformed their bodies and physiques, transformed their marriages and relationships with their children. In business, they're constantly taking action and executing, always getting better. How does that person get to that place? Because they've done the work. They've done the work on their thoughts and feelings. Their perspective, their perception has changed. So that's principle number 2, perspective. Power and perspective. There is no power without changing perspective. Okay? Perspective is required in order to continuously hone and build that inner power of being the man that you know you can be, that you want to be, and you've tried so hard to be. So those are the first two principles. Then we've got principle of production. And this shows a system. I'm not going to cover this today, but this is an execution system for men to take action, consistent action. Now, you can have a man who works 10 hours, but that doesn't mean he's being effective, doesn't mean he's being productive. Like if we put side by side a man that's working 10 hours and a man that works 2 hours, like the man that works 2 hours can get more done, can be more effective than the 10-hour man. If the 10-hour man doesn't have an execution system in place, doesn't have the clarity, doesn't have the focus and the mindset required to be 100% focused and committed to what he's doing. Like it's easy to get distracted, right? You probably find yourself getting distracted easily. Like some days you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And you're chasing your tail. Putting out fires in the business. Email goes off, you're at home with your wife and kids and family. Ping, you get that ping on your phone and suddenly you're reading an email and then you're getting triggered. You're getting triggered reading that email and then next thing, you find yourself working at night when you should be spending with your family or going to bed. And the next thing you're opening a bottle of wine and drinking a bottle of wine. Suddenly it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to bed and then you're getting up exhausted the next day and the vicious circle continues. So it's your ability to deal with your thoughts, ability to deal with your emotions. Principle number 4 is profits. Profits is the results. Everything that we've been talking about here today is your results, your fruit, your profits. Profits in not just financial profits. Profits in with your relationship, right? Results in your relationship with your wife. Results in your relationship with your children. The fruit. Results in your relationship with yourself, your being. Results in your body. How does your body function? How does it look? How does it feel? So these are the 4 domains, and this is the warrior system, the warrior method that we bring to you here at Indestructible Men. It isn't about, we give you the support, the system, the accountability, yes, the network of other men striving to become more and be more every single day. Yes, we give you that. But this isn't something like a spoon feeding program, right? This is you being on the journey of improving yourself, personal development, becoming a better man, because you deserve it for yourself. First and foremost, you're doing it for you. If you can lead yourself, and that's what we teach you here, how to lead yourself, how to actually lead yourself. Once you can lead yourself, you can lead everybody and everything else. You can be a leader in business. You can be a leader at home for your family, for your wife and kids. Because you're able to lead yourself. You can lead your body to go to the gym. You can lead yourself to make better decisions. You become indestructible. Indestructible Men is an elite program for men like you who want more out of life, who want to be better role models, to lead by example, to make better decisions, and to increase their results across the board, to get the results that they want, and ultimately to feel free, happy, and fulfilled in life and business. Because every day they're showing up as the men that they want to be. They're men of their word, they're committed. They have the tools, a process, a system in place where they are able to work on themselves, They know with clarity what it is that they have to do each day. They have a system at play. And they're constantly shifting and changing the way they see themselves. They're always getting better. So this, my friend, is Indestructible Men. It's for ambitious men like yourself. If you're still watching this video, this is probably resonating with you. And this is something that you're thinking, yeah, this is what I need in my life. This is what I need in my life. And I want to offer you this. I want to give you this. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't care about you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't care about men and helping men transform. Because every man that I help, I don't just help that man. Yes, it feels great to me. It feels good. But I also help his children. I help his family. I help his team. I help him in his business. I help him serve and reach more people. I help him, that man, impact other people's lives. And this is how we built that global movement. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Have a read through the testimonials on this page, the case studies, right? Click the link and it will take you to my application page. On the next page, then you can book a call, have a read through, select a time that works for you. We'll hop on a call together. We'll build out a strategy. We'll talk about you and where you're at right now across those 4 domains. We'll talk about where you want to take those domains to. What's the next level of growth? Where do you want to go in your business, in your relationships, in your body, in your mindset? What is it? Where do we want to go next? Because the purpose of us on this earth is expansion. Like, we don't get to a place where, like, we live happily ever after. Eventually, if we get to that place, things don't stay that way forever. Things don't stay good forever, right? Like, in your life, you have something now, which maybe six months ago, you didn't have. But now you have it. This is good. You've gone from bad to good. But now you need to go to the next level. Things don't just stay good forever, right? The moment you stop here, things go back. So click the link to the next page, have a read through, book a call. We'll have a chat about you, your goals. We'll get to know each other, see if we can work together, see if Indestructible Men is a fit for you. And we'll go from there. All right, my friend. Hope you enjoyed the training. Remember, be indestructible. Peace.